This is a Tape Deck podcast.
Hello, and welcome back to We'll Run For. This is your host, Tom, and with me, as always, are Aaron.
Hello.
Michael.
Hello for the third time.
This is going very smoothly.
And Diana.
Hi.
I was just going to say, my excitement was to get me hyped up after having to do that for the third time.
Yeah.
You know, technology.
Yeah. We thought maybe it was the storms that might be rolling through soon that we keep talking about every single time we start this recording.
Yeah.
Guys, there's storms rolling through.
There's storms
But it turns out it's just Tom's technology.
Tom apparently still thinks you can use Internet Explorer.
I did not. I was
You
using
didn't know
Chrome.
it was sunsetted.
I was using Chrome, first of all. And second of all,
wait.
nothing. I hate it when something changes and nothing has changed. I hate that.
Yeah. Was it Netscape 2.0?
Do you have
was-
mail?
It was
Are you using AOL?
America Online.
I used to be on Prodigy.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, my
I think
God.
we did too, actually. For a little while, we were too.
Yeah. Prodigy was the
Yeah.
jam.
And then we went to AOL.
Oh, yeah. I was not an AOL person. I never did AOL.
We were heavy AOLers.
I was like
Oh.
too cool for that.
You weren't on AIM?
Well, he's too old to be on AIM. I mean,
No, he's not.
he's,
IQ Navigator. What was that one?
Oh, yeah.
So, what's been going on recently?
Oh, I will say that I went to Orange Theory today. It was a tornado workout.
Hmm.
So that sucked.
we never did a tornado workout when I was there.
No.
Yeah.
No, you never
I've
got
done
the one.
tornadoes where you switch between all three stations, but this you just switch between the floor, or not the floor, the rower and the tread. So you did the tread 3 times and the rower 3 times. It was very confusing for me.
Oh.
I mean, I was already all confused because I don't know if I didn't set my alarm. I don't know if I turned it off, but I slept through my 6:15 class. That was delightful. Woke up, looked at my clock, 7 a.m.
It's been a day.
It's just been a day. They charged me $12. So
I would
annoying.
love to sleep to 6:15 someday.
What?
Well, the cats wake him up and he gets up at like 5:30 even on
Oh
weekends.
my God.
Every day.
Sleeping
Yeah.
in is like my favorite thing in life.
Yeah, he's nice. I will say that he lets me. He gets up so that I can sleep in.
That's
Yeah.
nice. That's love.
Sounds familiar.
That's love.
Sounds very familiar.
I don't know. When you're not home, Archie does not wake me up. Archie sleeps in all morning
Oh,
with
no?
me. Like if Tom is not home, he'll stay in bed with me until like
Oh,
9:30 or 10.
Oh, nice.
I will say that I just ignore the cats, and they've figured out that I am just ignoring them, and so they both just eventually just lay there and shut up.
Yeah.
Nope. There's none of that. None of that.
Yeah. As soon as Archie sees, well, Tom doesn't sleep very well anyway. He
Yeah.
falls asleep really quickly, but his mornings are very rough and just a mess for him. And then as soon as he stirs, Archie's like, oh, it's on.
Oh, yeah.
And then we'll
Oh.
make him get out of bed and come out to the couch. And then Archie will immediately curl up and go back to sleep.
It's true. That's my buddy.
Yeah.
That's how I sleep all night.
Yes, Ollie sleeps in between Michael's legs regularly.
All night.
Yeah.
So, do you just have back pain all the time?
No, I will say the
The
purple
new
mattress
bed. Man,
is
we got this new
amazing.
bed. Whew.
Oh, it's amazing.
We got the adjustable base. Guys, it's been heaven.
Yeah, I will say our mattress is amazing.
Because
Yeah.
I woke up frequently with lower back pain, and I have not really been waking up with that same pain
Nope.
since we got this
It's
mattress.
been very, very, very good.
It was worth every single penny. It was very expensive. It was more money than I ever thought that I'd spend on a mattress in my lifetime. But it's fine. It's fine because my back doesn't hurt.
You heard it here first. The Will Run For podcast endorses the purple mattress. That is very expensive, and Aaron and Michael love it.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll
definitely
tag
take
them
that,
on
yeah.
this episode and see whether
Purple
we can get
mattress
some,
episode. Yeah,
we
maybe
can
we
get
can
some
get a-
love.
Get a free mattress out of it or something.
Oh my goodness.
What if we get like a cease and desist? God, that'd be amazing. I'm looking at you, Squirrel's Nut Butter.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of Squirrel's Nut Butter, Michael,
Yeah.
do we have any 5-star reviews?
We do. We have 2. We thought we had read one of them. We didn't. I don't know why we thought we had read it. We were discussing this before the show. But we do have 2. DW for me. OMG. I held off listening to the latest episode until this morning's run at 6:30 a.m., where the temp was already 80 degrees with 96% humidity. First discussion was about farts. You are my soul sisters and brothers. Too funny. I laughed the entire okay. I believe that was last episode.
It was when Diana admitted that she farts through all of
Orange
Orange Theory.
Theory.
I always did too.
So I think we agreed that that's one of the best.
Yes, I
Reviews
said
that we've
might
ever
be
gotten.
My favorite review ever.
Do we know who that
Not
person
I don't
is?
like all the rest of them.
Do not know
We
who that
don't.
is offhand.
No, not offhand.
I mean, it might be somebody we know.
W
but
for me.
Yeah.
No.
So
no
let us know
offhand.
who you are. We may know the person. We just may not know that particular handle.
Yeah, it's not. It's not their Instagram handle.
Yeah.
If,
Well, Apple's wacky with the handles. I don't know where they grabbed their handles from.
and some people don't know how to change them because I can't.
I don't know how to
I can't
change it.
figure out how to change
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah. No. There's
Oh,
nothing
isn't it
usable.
something you like set up when you were
Probably,
like
Probably.
And
17, like
when
I did?
yes, when I got my Apple ID, like when I got iTunes, like 800,000 years
Yeah.
ago, when I had my first iPod.
And now they're like, you can't change it ever. Sorry. Boston Mom 2018, my favorite running podcast. I had the privilege of meeting a couple of the hosts before I listened to the pod and didn't start until late 2020. But I found each
Oh.
episode to be so fun, encouraging, and inspiring. I never run alone when I run with my Will Run For family, and I look forward to each episode.
Oh,
Whether you
nice.
want to just listen along or want to be involved with the podcast community, you're welcome. You're welcome. They encourage listeners on IG and the podcast with their goal getter segments, and even do interviews with listeners like me, full disclosure, for their Inside Runner Studio episodes. Love, love, love. And now it's time for Tom to run.
Aw.
Here's the thing.
Boston Mom.
This has to be one of the BRFs.
That's
right?
what I was trying
Yeah,
to figure out
yeah.
because I thought Bryce Kathy already left her review. I don't know. I'm not sure. Boston Mom, come on. One of the Jennifers, maybe?
Maybe. That's
I feel
possible.
so
like-
dumb that I can't just say exactly who that is right away.
Jennifer Cook, though, she trolled you on her
That
review
she
once.
did. Yeah, she did.
So I don't think it could be her. Sorry, Boston Mom. We're not sure who you are, and
Why are
we
we
need
drawing a
you
blank?
to reveal yourself. I don't know. They were on Inside the Runner Studio, according to the
Yeah. We're going through the archive. We have
yeah,
to do an
we're-
archive hunt.
Who's in Boston?
Karate.
If we did, if we
What if
did
it
like
was
the
karate?
if we did like the minimum amount of research, we could probably figure out who this is.
I'm sure.
Whoever you are, best friend, thank you very much. That's an incredible review. So I ran for that review last weekend, and this weekend the fart review will get their 10K. So
My life and fart reviews.
yes.
Oh, God.
Oh,
I don't know. Tom needs to be more aggressive when he meets people in public. The whole time we were at a springtime surprise, if someone came up and they're like, "Oh, I listened to the podcast. I'm Diana," he'd immediately go, "What's your Instagram handle?" It was so funny.
I honestly, I do the same thing though, Tom. I'm with you. I feel
Yeah.
you on that one because how else? Like a lot of times, like people will be like, "I'm my first name," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"I'm sorry. What is
That-
your IG handle?"
That exact thing happened to me with our friend Mindy, right? Because it was at Springtime Surprise, and I met her, and I'm Mindy, Roadrunner girl. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, see?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Yes.
Yep.
See? But like, and I feel like even in that group costume that we did with the marathon weekend when I did the Mouseketeers thing, there was like 30 something people, and I didn't know some people's first names for like the longest time. And so I only knew their Instagram handles. That's why we put our Instagram handles on the back of our shirts, because we had no idea that's how we were supposed to identify each other.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, when
That's
we
a good
had
idea.
Run Disnerd on,
Yeah.
I don't think any of us knew what his first name was.
Yeah, and the girl Courtney came up to me and she's like, "Hi, I'm Courtney." And I looked at her blankly, and she was like, "Running chemist." I was like, "Oh, hi, Courtney!" Like, yeah, it's really bad.
It's
I don't
so
know.
bad.
Oh, we got
So
the storm
bad.
rolling in here.
Oh, the storm is
Uh-oh.
rolling in.
It's not. It kind of did a sun shower here, and then just got kind of windy. But now it's not doing anything. So
I hear big drops
No,
hitting the window.
it's raining real hard.
To distract you from that storm outside,
oh, look at that transition.
why don't you tell me what you're running for this week?
I'm running for secret car ice cream.
Of course you are.
Secret car ice cream.
Did that happen tonight?
Yes.
Damn it.
So a lot of times, like if I'll pick up dinner, I'll sometimes get like a secret treat for myself that I eat in the car on the way out.
The lies just keep coming.
And today I got Chick-fil-A. And whenever I go to Chick-fil-A, I always just get a kid's ice cream cone because they're kind of small. And I can finish them by the time I drive from Chick-fil-A to our home.
So did you eat the cone, or is there a cone in your car?
No, I eat the cone. What?
I
That's
don't-
the best part.
I don't
If
always
it's
eat
in
the
the
cone.
car, it's
You don't always
you
eat the cone.
Ugh.
If it's a waffle cone, I'll eat the waffle cone.
No.
But I don't love like the regular.
No, cake
ice cream
cones are
cone.
my
Wafer
favorite cones.
What?
They're my preferred cone.
I'm sorry. Why do you get a cone then? Why don't you just get a cup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron,
If you don't like the cone,
come on.
none of this makes sense to me.
No,
I
but
feel like you're being irrational.
I'm going to say something controversial. Like those sugar cones, those are the worst.
I agree.
The ones that are not the cake and not the waffle.
Yeah,
Of
I
the
agree.
three, I would say probably. Yeah.
What's the sugar cone?
the pointy one?
I
Yeah.
thought that's not a waffle cone.
No, waffle cone is a waffle cone.
Like
Yeah.
one's like the really like short cone, like pointy
Yeah.
cone, and the other one's like a large waffle
Yeah.
cone.
Waffle cone's like a different texture. I don't know. I like a cake cone.
Maybe I don't like a cake cone. Is that what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
I think you're
The
talking
flat
about a cake
bottoms.
cone with the flat
Yeah,
bottom.
I don't like the flat bottoms.
Oh, those are my favorite.
Okay, I don't like cake cones.
You can shove like when you lick the ice cream, and then you can shove it down in the cone, and then
Yeah,
you
and
bite
then
the
you take
bottom,
it.
and
You
it's
take it's like
Yeah,
a bite
yeah.
at the end.
That's
It's the
actually
best.
that is
I
a
had
good
one
bite.
tonight.
That's a good
Didn't
bite.
tell Tom.
Of course, you didn't tell Tom.
final after you. Never mind. That final
No,
bite is
I'm
good.
not
though.
lactose
Oh
intolerant.
my god!
It's not a problem for me.
What is happening? Michael is got his own inside joke happening.
At least he finds it funny. That's okay.
He has his own joke happening in his head that I don't quite think that anyone else caught on to, and so he's just laughing it up over here.
I thought it was a lactose intolerant joke.
Oh.
No, I think it has to do with him shoving the ice cream down into
No,
the bottom.
that is the way you eat it.
That's
Then
how
what
you
were
eat
you
it.
laughing at?
And myself. It's for myself.
What is
It's
happening?
just for
That's
me.
for him. That's for him.
Oh
Just
God.
for me.
What is happening?
Oh God,
Can I-
spiraling.
Can I say what I'm running for?
Yes.
Sure.
I'm running because running is hard right now. Like I'm really out of practice. I've only ran a handful of times. It's a struggle. So
Mm.
I'm running really just in the very beginning stages of training, just so it becomes easier. That's it. Because running sucks right now.
Merp, merp.
Yeah,
It is
not it's
midsummer.
kind of merp, but like
Yeah. Well, it is like the worst. Like heat
when you
we've
start
had in
out, it's
years.
just until you get into a rhythm, it's hard,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's starting over.
and it's
If-
not that
you
much
can't take
easier
a
when you're
break.
in a rhythm.
You can't take a break because then you lose it.
It's like virginity.
If you don't use it, you lose it.
I think that's how that works.
I don't think. Oh wow, we are going all over the place. I am running for my new shoes that I put on our Instagram. If you didn't see the Instagram
running store,
we got them at the running store of Haddonfield. It's like South Jersey running store. They have like 5 or 6 locations.
Ooh, it's like your Charm City Run.
Yeah, but it's a little smaller than that.
Yeah, that's bigger for sure.
Yeah, that's a much bigger organization. But I have been a loyalist of Ultra ever since Golden, the founder of Ultra, sold me my first Ultras. And I've switched to a pair of Brooks.
Oh, welcome to the dark side.
So now you're a basic white woman.
That's fine. Race report. Hashtag race report. What kind of Brooks are they?
These are the glycerin GTSs.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have a little bit more. The GTS apparently means that they have more stability. Than the regular glycerin. So these are stability shoe. I've been wearing them like pretty regularly, consistently, even just around the house, just to sort of get used to them. Mal, our resident shoe expert, was a little concerned about me making this switch, and that my hamstrings and stuff would ache from them. I'm also battling a little bit of a weird shin splint that I haven't had in years, but that started before I switched to these shoes. I literally started the morning before that I bought these shoes.
I think that's just more upping your mileage.
Yeah, I think that might be upping my mileage. So I've mostly been walking in them this week because I don't want to overdo my shin splint issue while I'm on my way to Loopy Looper. But they're comfortable. They feel weird. They're like, they don't have as much toe space. I did get them in a wide. They're pretty. We'll see how it goes.
They're pretty. I used to glycerins were like my favorite, and then I switched to Ghost because they have a little bit more cushion. And there wasn't like a moment. I feel like there was just like a pair of Ghosts that I liked, so I tried them, and then I just have not gone back.
Yeah, I tried these. He gave me a pair of Hoka's. What was the other brand? It starts with a D. Diodora. I tried a different pair of Brooks, not the Adrenalines.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Adrenalines.
I don't like those.
Nicole
wears
them.
those, I think.
Yeah, they didn't feel like when I put my foot in these initially, I was like, oh, these are kind of comfy. So,
yep.
So I went with my gut.
I have a couple pairs of the Adrenalines just when they did. I think my holiday shoes are Adrenaline. What I've liked is recently all of their like holiday shoes have been actual Ghosts, which normally does not happen. So I have, I think, Christmas shoes and one other pair of shoes that are the wrong pair of shoes just to wear to like holiday runs.
Gotcha. So. Before Ultra, I wore ASIC, and I thought about going back to ASIC. They didn't even have me try on any pairs. I know ASIC went through a really bad phase where they like changed factories from like from another into another country, and they weren't making their shoes, and people were complaining. And a lot of my friends who wore ASICs regularly switched over to Brooks, so I didn't even try them. Although I was told even by the guy who sold me these ones that they've kind of come back a bit. So I don't know. Maybe I'll try them next time.
I had a pair of ASICs when I first started running that I loved, and then never got them again.
Yeah, I had them when I first started running.
I had a Saucony too when I first started, when I was just trying stuff.
I've never run in those.
Yeah, I've never tried them either. My friend Emily that I run with in the morning, she wears Sauconys.
Yeah, Lisa and Chris, I think, both wear them.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm running for these new shoes.
Nice.
I'm running for my taper because obviously we have Loopy Looper next week. So I've been sticking to my plan, my basic plan that I make up myself as I go along. But I have been sticking to it. And this week it was just like do easy 30 miles. Most of it's been walking actually so far. I'll probably run a little bit this weekend. And pretty flat this week after some climbing and stuff. So just doing a little taper, just taking an easy week. And coast into Loopy Looper, where it's going to be probably 95 degrees out. Getting blasted by the sun for
Just
12
getting
hours.
blasted,
So,
yep.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun day.
So would you say not dying at Loopy Looper is a goal of yours?
And now, it's time for our Will Run 4 Goal Getters. Congrats on making your goals, you getters. God, who runs this shit?
All right. We've got Greg in Orlando.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Let's check in the goals for Yeti 100. Goal
Woo.
2, get that buckle.
Yep.
Check mark.
You got it.
Goal 1, don't die. Still working on that.
Keep going.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Congratulations, Greg. That was fun to follow his
Yes,
journey.
that was
I
awesome.
was texting with him even while he was running the race, cheering him on. So it was a lot of fun watching him get to do that.
Yeah, that is really awesome.
We've got Run, Eat, Drink podcast. Start training for our fall halves as we get over feeling sick.
Oh,
Ooh.
no.
Yeah. Summer sick is, I think,
Awful. Yeah.
some of the
It's the
worst sick,
worst.
too.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they live in Florida. It's always summer.
Probably, yeah. All right, so probably okay, yeah.
But
them,
feel
it's probably
better
terrible.
regardless. Yes. Yeah.
EcoFit 13 just did my first run after having COVID last week. Ugh.
Ugh.
I only got a mile in until my chest started to hurt and stopped, but it felt
Yep.
great to get out there again.
That's good.
Good for
Yeah,
you.
definitely take it slow, 1 mile at a time. Don't overexert yourself.
Yep,
I
little
know
by
that-
little.
Yeah, I know that a couple people that who've had it like go out too quick, and then they have to pull back. So
Mhm.
don't want to have to do that. Megan Avis, my team will try for mimosas. I love that name. Won the Olympic distance triathlon relay last weekend.
Oh my
the
god.
only-
Awesome.
We were the only all-female team.
Yes, queen.
Nice.
Get it, Megan.
Yes.
Oh,
Training
I love her so much.
For fall races, still going strong and pain-free.
That's awesome.
That's always
really
the goal.
Good for you.
Pain-free. Jessica Garan, hallelujah. I'm out of the boot.
Yes, good.
Yes.
Thanks. That's good to hear.
Goal is to crush the PT exercises and go on my first walk in 7 weeks. It's
Oh,
only a
man.
mile, but I'm ecstatic. I
That's
would
great.
be too. Yeah. I mean, gosh, that boot. 4 weeks of low impact here. Here I come. She also made a comment on our Facebook about the video that you made,
I
Michael.
don't know what was wrong
Said-
with the video.
She didn't say anything that was wrong with it. She said that she thinks she did that video, that exercise video, when she in the 80s and 90s.
I think we all did.
Look, to be fair, the video this week, I had planned to do more production on that to get actual chanting in the background, but I was just very busy at work, so I actually did my job as opposed to editing more of the video, and I took a little shortcut. So a little behind the scenes there. There was supposed to be more production value to it, but look,
my
this is an
gosh.
independent film, so it is what it is.
Nikki Runs Diz started a new gym finally. Time to get back into strength routine to go with dopey training.
Yes.
Rachel likes to run. This week I ran and lifted even during baby's nap time, even though I didn't really want to. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that, especially as a
Mhm.
baby. You're like, oh god, I finally have 5 minutes to breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do.
Gosh. Christine says, got my 5th state in my quest to run all 50 states by 50 years old.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That's a great goal.
I don't know how old she currently is, but
I used to have that goal. I'm not going to make it. Just
yeah,
heads
you
up.
you are very far away from 50 states, and you're only
Not that far away from 50. So
Less-
yeah,
So
Uh,
my question with that one is it a certain distance per state? Because I've heard of like marathon or half marathon or.
I was
going
going
to
to do marathon. Yeah, I'm not
I was
sure
doing
what
half
15.
marathon.
Yeah,
This is my
Or
quest
greater.
to race in all 50 states. So
that's
Yeah.
that's more doable.
That's probably more doable. I mean, I feel like that's like Amy and Dana.
yeah,
That's they run like shorter distance
Yeah.
runs for all their distance.
and enjoy the
Destination.
locations. Yeah,
Yeah. So maybe that was the better way to do that.
Well, whatever this
Anyway.
goal is, good luck. You got this.
Yeah.
Tom wants to shout out his friends who did a 6-hour relay.
Yeah, they did this 6-hour endurance relay race.
I think I saw it when I was looking for races too.
It was our friends on the team was Ryan, Nicole, and Ken, and they completed 30 miles. And then our friend Nikki signed up, I think, a little bit later, and wasn't necessarily on that team, but she did 17 miles.
Wow, on her own.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we were talking to her because we hung out with them this weekend, and she was like, "That was a huge confidence boost as we go into
That's awesome.
the fall training block." So, shout out to all of them. That was awesome.
Jennifer Fink says she has her second marathon in December, but she's actually using a training plan for once.
Yay!
Weird.
So weird.
That is a novel idea.
She's no longer going to be able to twin with Frumpa
with Frumpa,
since
yeah. She's actually training one time.
Diz Nerd Run or Run Diz Nerd or
Oh.
whatever we want to call it.
I think it's pronounced "my best friend." I think that's what you said.
Also, it's so funny because we loved him when we did. I don't even know. It's
Yeah,
probably
I
not
was
out yet.
just going to say that.
Inside the
I was
Runner
just-
Studio.
Yeah.
And you
Spoiler
asked us
alert.
if you asked if we DM'd him, and Tom was like, "No, I'm trying to play it cool." And I was like, "I'm not." I DM'd him immediately.
Oh, God.
So
Also, we established that I have no idea what his name is because I keep saying Diz Run Nerd, even though his handle
It's
is
Run
really
Diz Nerd.
Run Diz Nerd.
Yes.
Anyway, he was fantastic. Spoiler alert, he's coming up on an Inside the Runner Studio.
Yes.
My goal is to get my nutrition and training back after a weekend of overindulging.
Oh, he was
On
on
the Wish.
On the
Yeah,
Wish.
that's right.
Oh, amazing.
So
Yeah.
jealous. Lisa Knits and Trains, learning to be okay with having to take time off for stupid medical stuff. I mean, I
Yeah.
get that. Also referencing the video, why are they talking about feeling up? Who is feeling up who?
Look,
that's
who
the
knows?
That's always the question when
age-old
you're listening to this
question.
show.
That's the age-old question.
That's like chicken or the egg. Come on.
We got Raph. Says he's getting faster on his runs. 20 runs into his endurance training, and I've gone from high to mid 12s per mile average pace to low 11s average pace.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Going to keep this up this maffetone
Maffetone.
method thingy. Technical term. He did use the word thingy until fall and see what I can achieve.
That's all.
So
Well,
Greg
especially
in
right now,
Orlando.
it's all-
Yeah, I was
said
going to say
he's using
Greg
that.
said, yep. Mhm.
Oh, Greg uses it too?
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'll tell you who puts in the work is Raph. Raph definitely puts in the
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what
And
he's
he shakes
also
it
putting
up.
in work is my body because he messaged me
Wait,
on the
wait.
side
Wait.
and sent
He
me.
slid into your DMs?
He's,
Is this
well,
about-
he slides in my DMs all the time. We chat about random stuff, but he sent me the deodorant his wife uses, the clinical strength
Oh.
deodorant his wife uses. So I just ordered it. So
Thanks,
good
Raph.
looking out.
Okay.
Oh,
Raph.
is it?
I thought this was going somewhere else. I thought this was about he DM'd you about your boobs.
No, I mean no,
Because
but-
they've been very prominent on our IG the past week.
Oh, have they?
What is
Wow.
happening, Aaron?
I did not know. I'm not
So I was
sure what is
worried. I was
happening.
like, uh-oh. What's happening with Raph?
Oh my
Are
gosh.
we getting DMs?
Sliding into
Sliding
the
into
DMs.
the DM.
Apparently, my something good right now says farts.
What?
I don't know. My something good.
That's
says
weird. Why would you
farts.
write that?
Why did you
That
write
is
that?
so weird that I wrote that.
Huh.
And the purple cursor is that is Tom's is not right next to the word at the end of the word.
Subtly hiding it.
That's weird. So,
You cannot rely on me to get us back on the rails, Tom.
No.
thank you all for your goal getters. We always love that. So, I guess we've been talking about this topic for a while,
Yeah.
and it should be near and dear to most people's hearts because we are in the middle of a heat wave.
Across
Again.
basically the entire
across
country.
the entire country, basically.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to have a little chit chat about why running in the heat sucks so badly, because it does.
It does suck.
Unless you're Michael, who actually likes it.
I think that this really just came up because Tom was joking, because this has been a running joke forever that we should have a hot running in the heat or running in the cold episode, and then we just like never have it. But more recently, Tom was like, we should have an actual episode about this, and I was like, yeah, all I'm gonna say is running in the heat sucks, and that's the end of the topic for me.
I don't mind it.
Terrible.
I don't mind it. You go slower, you sweat.
Mhm.
It is
But
what it is.
we've talked about this. Running in the heat is a little different for me. Like, it's not me
Yeah.
just being a big old P word. It's like my body
Pirate?
just does not. Yes. It's not me being a pirate. Yeah, I feel like my body, I'm not gonna be able to talk about my body, guys. The two of these people have the giggles, and anyway, I don't handle heat the same way. Like, I like physically feel like I am not made or designed to run when it's this hot or be
Yeah,
outside.
you're not a heat runner.
Like,
that's
it's
for
just-
sure. Yeah, you don't adapt well to
like
it.
it's more of an adaptation thing than it is like that I complain or don't like it. I just don't think my body adapts to it ever.
Yeah.
It could be all those things.
Yeah.
You complain and don't like it because your body doesn't adapt. to
Well,
it.
that's true.
It's all of the things. It's like me running in the cold, where it's like my entire
Yeah.
body hurts, and I
Whereas
just complain about it.
That's the opposite for me. I would rather run in the cold.
But as we've established,
No, that's actually not true, because you keep saying that, but my friend Lynn reminds me that we met.
No,
and
you used to
we
run early,
ran
yeah.
all the time in
I
the
agree.
dark and the
I agree.
cold.
that is true.
So
I will say last week I did when it was the mega heat wave here, I did go to the treadmill, but not intentionally because of the heat wave, but because I needed to get elevation training in, and we have the crazy elevation treadmill.
Oh yeah, the treadmill.
So it worked. The timing worked out well that it was like stupid hot out. And
no, the one day you were like, "I'm not." This is ridiculous. I mean, it was feels like 105 degrees out.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
also outside all day.
It was a
work,
nice,
yeah.
cool Grand Canyon, 105 degrees out.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's funny. In preparation for this, I actually found an article of dangers of running in the heat, which maybe
oh.
someone should have looked at before the Grand Canyon.
Well, it's good that Erin recognizes that she doesn't run well in the heat, and that we also tried to cross the Grand Canyon in the middle of summer. It was
I don't
Good
think that I
comedy.
recognized how bad I was in the heat until the
that
Grand
day.
Canyon.
Well, that's
think-
when you really
I
want to
think I
figure it
always-
out.
I think I always knew that I wasn't great in the heat, but that was when I was like, "Oh yeah, this is real bad."
All right,
good
but
place
this,
to find out.
this article, the first thing on the list is something I've never heard of, but now that I'm reading it, I feel like I've had it, which is terrifying. Heat cramps. Has anyone had heat cramps?
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
When you
I don't
run
know.
under the scorching heat of the sun, your body's electrolyte storage suffers from imbalances or deficiencies due to sweating. This is what causes the sharp and stabbing muscle cramps, particularly in your legs.
Oh yeah, then I've definitely had them.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
They are rarely able to work themselves out. They could become less frequent when you train in the heat more often and you get used to it.
Yeah,
And the
no, I used
only way to
calf-
get rid of them is to stop running and drink fluids and electrolytes. Did you know that
I've
was a
definitely
thing?
had some. I've definitely had some like 18 milers or like 20 milers where at the last like 3 to 4 miles I had to walk because my calf was cramped so bad and I couldn't get it to not be cramped anymore.
Oh, interesting.
So I would assume that's
Same
what
thing.
that was.
If it's in the
then.
heat. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get calf cramps a lot, even in the winter. I've gotten like, but I think
you
it's
need
more,
to
it's
electrolyte
more,
better.
it's more breathing for me. I feel like when I get cramps when I run, because when we were doing our track workout last night in the feels like 100-degree weather, I started to get a cramp and then I had to get my breathing under control. The same thing happened when I was doing Soul of the City. If I'm
Like
not breathing
a calf
correctly.
cramp?
like a stomach cramp.
Side
Oh, a
stitch.
stomach.
like a
Yeah,
side stitch.
those I get. Those I get frequently, especially in an evening run. And I think that has to do with both nutrition and breathing.
Mm-hmm.
I think because my stomach is heavy, or like I'm not like I just
Yep.
feel like bleh, I'm not breathing properly, and so
Yep.
like I think it's a combination then of both breathing and the food that I ate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But that's why I do like morning running better, because I can just get up and go for like anything under 8 miles without eating anything, and I think that then I've never cramped, like stomach cramped in the morning.
Yeah, I just can't. You get like, I don't know if you get leg cramps. You get like stomach cramps a lot when you're running, Tom, don't you?
I don't know. I might get like a side stitch
Like
or
a side
something like
stitch.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But those are
I
worse.
I tend to hydrate a lot.
Mm,
So
yeah. Well, that's
With
next on the
electrolytes,
list
though?
is severe dehydration.
it's
Well, I was gonna say with
mostly water.
electrolytes.
It's mostly water. It's mostly water.
See, that's the big thing is, especially during the summertime, is the electrolytes
Mm-hmm.
and making sure you're getting balanced, not just salt, but potassium and
Yeah, all
magnesium,
that's- yeah.
like balanced electrolytes.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I know a lot of people like Noon, or they like what is it, Tailwind, or whatever you guys use. I just
Yeah.
use
Yeah.
straight Gatorade. So I've got a running belt, and I fill one of them up with Gatorade, and I fill one of them up with water, and then I alternate
Yeah.
when I run.
We make it a very light mix.
Oh, you just
so
do like the
it's
powder.
not like super
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, I like.
Or
the
even if
super
we don't
sweet.
have the powder, we cut it in half.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I still prefer the Noon, because he doesn't like the Noon. I
I
like
hate
the
I
the
think
Noon.
Noon like sucks. I can't
I
stand
hate
the
it.
flavor of any of it. Yeah.
I've been wanting to try Liquid IV. I know a ton of people that use that.
Dominic Monaghan and Billy Boyd use it as per their advertisements on the Friendship
Oh,
Onion.
really?
Yeah, I know like a ton of people who use Liquid IV. I tried it once and I didn't like the flavor, but like they have a ton of flavors.
Mhm.
So, and
Yeah,
I think I just tried like the standard like lemon lime, which can be like really hit or miss.
Yeah, I usually go for safe flavors. And last night we were on the track, Nikki had even said she usually, when she does Gatorade, cuts it. She does like half Gatorade, half water,
that's
whatever
what
she
I
does.
do.
And she said it was so hot last night, she just did straight on Gatorade because she felt like her body needed electrolytes. She's like,
Yeah.
I didn't even want to cut it with anything.
Wow.
Yeah, I cut it. I just will drink double, but I can't
It's
drink
the flavor.
straight. Like
Yeah.
the flavor of it's just too
Especially
much.
when it's real hot. And
Yeah.
then I really feel it
Like the
worse. Yeah.
sugary flavor of it just like
Blows up the
sours my
stomach.
stomach.
See, I'm basically all sugar, so it does not matter. The other thing, the dangers of running in the heat exhaustion, which I've never had. And that's a combination of dehydration, severe headaches, vomiting, and high body temperature.
Mm.
We almost saw that last year.
I was gonna say I don't know. I mean, I got nauseous, but I never got. Is there something below heat exhaustion?
There's heat stroke, which is an extreme. Oh no, that's
I was
worse.
gonna say, I feel like that's worse.
Next.
I feel like that's
after.
worse.
That's worse. I've seen
I feel like
people
I got
with
whatever's
heat
right below
exhaustion.
heat exhaustion.
I've seen people with heat exhaustion on the side of the road on races when they don't slow their asses down.
Oh,
So
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Baltimore is in October and it's always hit or miss on weather. Sometimes it's freezing, and then a couple years it's been in the 80s. And the year it was
Yeah.
in the 80s, there were just people on the side of the road,
Trash.
like just trash, like throwing up or just laying in the grass. It's like, slow
Yeah.
down. It's not
But that
worth
happens.
it.
I mean, that happens a lot. Like, I mean, we saw that at Marine Corps a few years
Mhm.
ago. We see that at Run Disney, even like the year that like it got black flagged. People just like because I think people think that they can beat the heat.
Yeah.
So they like run really fast in the beginning, trying to beat the heat, but then their body just can't handle
their
it.
body's not
and
ready
then-
for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, maybe that's Michael and I. We respect the heat, and we behave appropriately. So
I'm sorry.
we embrace it, and then
I'm sorry. Did you just put you and Michael in the same sentence?
Where
When he crossed the Grand Canyon and last year you were like freaking out on him because he thought that because it wasn't
We
going to
thought
be
by starting 10
115
minutes later.
degrees. Because it wasn't going to be
Look, it
115
wasn't 120.
degrees.
It was 105.
It was 100.
All right.
It's so much better. It's so much better.
And then you just put yourself in the same category as Michael.
Well, I mean, like, we'll like slow down and take break. Like, we do what you're supposed to do.
I do too. I slow down significantly. Right now I'm running like 12, 13 minute miles. So I'm not like doing anything
Crazy.
I think that's
crazy for me.
But I think that's what you should be doing in this weather.
Well,
It's
I
so
agree, but I'm
extreme.
just saying that like even at that, I still like just feel like it's death.
Yeah.
Death is coming for me.
Well, and heat stroke is, of course, the last thing on this list. So, ugh.
So yeah, hydrate and listen to your body
And listen to your body.
and run early or run on the treadmill.
I also,
I was
in
gonna
my-
say, what are the tips that we have for
on my
for
extensive
what we do?
research. This is actually Runner's World talking about running in the heat. And the first one is make adjustments.
That's
Well-
fair. That's smart.
Thank
Make
you,
adjustments.
Runners World.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Captain
Well,
Obvious.
there are those charts out there, and
Yeah.
you can look them up, or we can even like put one in our story that where like they tell you that like if like this is your average like normal pace, then you should slow at this temperature with this amount of humidity. You should slow down by this amount of miles per minute. And then like it goes up and shows you like at 80 degrees, you should do this. At 85 degrees, you should do this. So like by the time it gets like really hot, you should really be going almost 2 to 3 minutes slower than your average pace.
Yeah. And then next on the list made me think of Michael. Wear as little as possible.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You mean when he ran naked with the princesses?
When he ran naked with the princesses.
The shirtless princess.
When
photos.
and your
Oh my
shorts
God.
are so short as well. Like when I
Oh, in
looked
that race they were actually.
when I saw those photos, I was uncomfortable for them. I was like, I
Okay,
was
they
thinking,
were not like
I can't believe they
not
were
like
allowed
Ryan
to take a photo.
Armbruster, like split short.
No,
Come
no.
on, Ryan, if you're listening to this,
I don't know why you looked so naked and exposed in those photos, but it was just
It was
my
a character.
gosh.
It was a shirtless character photo, which is unusual.
like
we'll say.
I don't know why it was just so shocking to me. I think it's the only word.
oh my gosh.
I felt so
God.
bad for the princesses. We were so disgusting.
Oh
so
yeah,
gross.
and I mean, I had like a sports bra on, which was not a sports bra I would normally wear. Like, if I'm like gonna run in a sports bra, because I do that.
Mhm.
That's not one of them. Like
Yeah.
that's like it was not one of the ones I would normally wear.
Mm.
It was much smaller than I would normally wear.
Yep.
There was not very much coverage. I was not prepared for that.
It was
Just
87
not ready.
degrees.
Really bad.
Yep. It says light colored, lightweight, has vents or mesh.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are all good. Ice is also good.
Also good. Hats, shades, sunscreen, all that good stuff.
Michael, aren't you inventing something
Yes,
to?
I have a new invention that
Oh.
I'm having.
He texts me the other day. He's like, "Do you have a sewing machine? And do you sew? Like, if I have a sewing machine, shouldn't it have been the opposite way? Do you sew and do you have a sewing machine? Not do you
I
have a
kind of
sewing
want to
machine?
guess.
All
'Cause
right,
I think
go
I
for
know
it.
what it is.
What?
Wait.
right.
Wait. Let me finish my story real quick.
Okay. Sorry.
So he says, do you have a sewing machine? I'm like, what? Yes. What are you sewing? He's like, I have an idea.
Oh,
and
God.
that's like all he said. I'm like, what?
Hi, sharks.
So-
I'm Michael.
I'm like, what? That's that's not how you lead into this. What is your? I still don't even know what his idea is.
I think I know.
Tom's gonna guess. What is it?
All right, so I'll kind of describe what I think it is. It's some sort of hat, but in the inside, sewn into the inside, is something that you can freeze, like some sort of
No, but that's a great idea.
water element that's sealed that runs the circumference of the hat. That would be
That would
against
be
your
a great
forehead if you put
idea.
on the hat,
Oh,
and you could
man.
freeze it. You could put it in the freezer and then put the hat on your head, and it fits just like a
No.
hat, but like you have.
I don't know, but now we have all these invention ideas.
That's like a great idea now.
We
Yeah.
may have to patent this, and now you've just told the people your idea.
Yeah. No,
People-
my
no one steal
idea was so I have this old tank top, basically to fold it up, the bottom part up to here, like,
Like a crop top?
yeah, so it's a crop top, but not cut it off, fold it up. So there's giant pouches around you and sew them. So there's 2 side pouches, a front pouch and a back pouch for ice to wear over top of your shirts during hot races.
That's not bad.
That's not
'Cause-
bad.
When I used ice during first date,
Mm-hmm.
it worked amazingly. Like I had my vest on, so the ice held right on my chest, like right where my heart is, and it worked great.
Oh.
And I dropped it down my back, and it was right against my in my
So then
back
would
in
your-
that
would
same area.
Would your tummy be exposed?
No, I would wear it over another shirt. I mean, you
Oh.
could wear it without another shirt, but I would wear it over
Well,
another shirt.
Not all of us can, Michael.
And what?
That's a good idea.
It's not bad.
That's
Not
my
bad.
loopy looper invention for the heat. I have to see if I can't sew, so I don't know if it's going to get done by then.
And
but
no one
we'll
can.
see.
I mean, you can't see, but there is a sewing machine that's sitting here. So the fact that he even asked me if we have a sewing machine that literally sits in the room that
I
we're
didn't even
recording
know.
in.
I didn't even know.
Oh,
To be fair,
I want to see it
in
when
the
it's
old
finished.
apartment- In the old apartment, it was in a closet because we had no place for me to put a sewing machine. But I
Mm.
could put a sewing machine right here
I
in
feel
front
like
of me, and
I feel
sew.
like we have a lot of listeners that may be good at textiles.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I need it by next Saturday.
it's true.
Mm.
Or this Saturday as you're listening to this.
But also, I do know how to sew because I have a sewing machine.
Oh, well,
Like,
you said
who
you
has
didn't
a
have
sew-
time.
Well, I'm just saying. Well, you didn't tell. You've been saying that you have this idea, but you had this is the
He
first
needed to
moment I'm
premiere it.
hearing about this.
He needed
I
to
needed
premiere it.
This needed to be a big,
Oh.
is it a pretty
didn't
simple
know.
task?
I didn't. Yes, that's a very simple task.
Oh, okay. All right. So we're gonna unveil that. My invention will be unveiled at Loopy Looper. If any of you are interested,
If you want to place your orders now,
Oh God.
yeah.
get in on the this is a Kickstarter
That is
situation.
probably that's probably one of the simplest ideas you've ever had.
Yeah, well,
you
I
just
fig-
would need to like fold it up and then like sew
That's it.
4 seams into it.
That's it.
Where the
Just to hold
would
ice.
go
That's it.
down
That's
into.
all I want to do. Just
That's
keep cool.
easy.
Because the ice, it makes a huge difference. And actually, at like Western states this year, like everybody, the past couple of years, people have been icing down more and more and more.
Mm.
And it's like you've seen people going faster and faster and faster because just keeping your
Keeping
body
your core-
cool is just
It's really
so
yeah,
important.
keeping your core cool is definitely.
so wearing the ice tank top
The
over
ice
your
tank.
shirt. Yeah,
The
I wonder
iced
if-
tea.
I wonder.
ice. Oh,
You're welcome. I'm out.
Oh, nobody steal this.
Mic drop. Mic drop.
Nobody steal this.
Patent pending. Patent pending. We will
God.
sue you with the limited
Oh.
amount of money that we have.
Well, because the problem I had during first date was the ice was like directly against my skin.
Mm.
So that's a little rough. That's a little much.
Yeah.
This, it would be in the shirt. So, and I would like to have another shirt underneath of it as well, like a long sleeve or something for the sun.
Yeah. No, I get
so
that.
cold would just like soak in and yeah.
Because even if I'm like icing my knee or something like that, I put a towel in between
Yeah.
the ice pack and my
Yep.
knee.
Oh yeah, because and they tell you should not put ice directly on your skin.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
even all the ice packs and stuff that you get, like it tells you right on the ice pack to not put it directly against your skin because you can actually get ice burn.
Yeah,
Mm.
I didn't
Like,
really
that's
have
a
a
real
choice
thing.
at first state.
And I
So
know
I'm
this
just
isn't-
saying that it is an actual thing.
I know this isn't when we're supposed to shoot holes in this brilliant idea, but obvious side effect is really, really erect nipples, right? Like, and if you're wet, if you're running in a wet shirt, you could get
Yeah.
the rub. Just make sure.
Well, I'll be lubing.
You
What
gotta
about
lube up.
tape? Are you going to tape?
Yeah.
Can't
you can
No,
tape.
I'm not going to tape. I don't
So you don't
tape
get
anymore.
Well, I'm
stigmata
just saying,
nipples?
but you could tape.
Yeah, you could tape. Yeah.
I'm giving advice for anybody who might want to be trying your ice tank idea.
I'm going to lube. Heavily lube.
Heavily lube.
Yeah.
Are we still talking about running in the heat?
Yeah, I
I'm so
mean,
confused.
kind of.
Oh, gosh.
Kind of.
All
I don't know.
right.
I know one of the things is to wear light colored clothing, but
I wear black a lot.
I wear black all the time because I think
I
it
just
hides my body better. So I'm just a
I
black
also-
blob running down the street.
Oh.
No, you know what? It's not even like I don't even know why, but like I tend to do the same thing. And like even the bra that I just bought, like thinking from Target today, it's like a little, like it's more of a tank top bra. I was like, I bought it in black because it covers a little bit more. If I have a vest on, I think that it'll like
Mhm.
be far enough down. I bought that in black too.
Yeah,
buy a
almost
lot
all my
of
running
things in
stuff
black.
is black.
Like I don't know. I mean, my
And-
shirts aren't always in black, but
And it's so bad. Like the girls at Raw Threads probably hate me because they'll offer a shirt and it won't come in black, and I'll send them a message asking if they can
Oh.
make it for me in black. I do it all the time.
so funny that you just said that, because I just had this conversation with somebody else who said raw threads must hate me, and I said the same thing because I think this shirt I actually asked them to put on a different color because I was
I would-
buying another shirt that was
I
in
would
the
like that
same
in
color.
black.
And then there was another shirt in black. I think it was because I was getting a different shirt in black that had a rainbow on it.
Mm,
So I asked them to put that on black.
Gotcha.
I think that's what it was.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's the same
you're
thing.
not alone.
Like all my
You're
running
not
stuff
alone.
is really boring. It's lots of blacks. It's lots of
I
gray.
bought my first pair of like bright pink shorts the other day.
Ooh, girl.
I haven't really worn them. And even today I bought another couple pair of shorts from Target and they're all black.
They're all black.
I had a couple other colors in my hand and I'm like, nah, I'll go with the black.
No, because if it's something other than black, then you have to do planning. The other day I got up for work or got up to go to the gym and I got ready and then realized my pants were blue instead of black and I had to go change my shirt. I was like, ridiculous.
Yeah, 'cause
like
it doesn't match, right? Michael
Yep.
doesn't care. He wears like weird colors with weird color shorts and he doesn't care.
What?
Yep.
I
What?
always match.
All right. Here is the next here's the next tip for running in the heat. And to this I say, mind your own business. And it's watch your alcohol.
It is true. It's true.
Alcohol,
It is.
alcohol, antihistamines, and antidepressants can all have a dehydrating effect. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Get off me. Don't tell me what to do.
I mean, that is true. You got to watch it.
And then on the other side of that, drink early and drink often. It says toss down 5 to 8 ounces of sports drink about every 20 minutes while working out. Sports drinks
How
beat
much,
water
did-
because they contain electrolytes.
Do they say how many ounces per 20 minutes?
5 to 8 ounces.
5 to 8 ounces?
5 to
Okay.
8 ounces every 20 minutes.
That
That's a
feels
lot.
like a lot.
That feels like too much.
Feels like a lot. It'd just be peeing the whole time.
Yeah. I feel like
Can
I'd
we
be
send a
bloated.
letter back to Runner's World magazine?
Especially
I think we
when
know
you're
more
thinking
than them.
about when you're well, I'm just saying, think about a bladder. Like we had, like my old bladder was 50 ounces, and that used to last me through like a 16 to a 20 miler, which would be like a 4-hour run.
Hmm.
So then I'm definitely not drinking enough according to that if I'm supposed to be drinking 8 ounces.
Yeah, you're
Now-
probably 5 to 8, but
And
yeah,
every
you're
20
probably-
minutes.
Yeah.
Do 16 ounces of sports drink. I love how it's generic sports drink. Of sports drink an hour before you head out.
Again, I have to be careful in the morning when I get up.
Yeah.
Like I will drink like 3 sips of coffee because if I drink too much more than that, then I'm going to have to pee at least 4 more times
Mm-hmm.
while I'm on my run, which I've had to do many times and it drives Michael nuts.
Yeah.
And then it's the worst, especially in the heat, because then you go to the bathroom and then you have to try and put everything
Put your pants back
where
up.
it belongs. And it's terrible because you're just soaking wet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all terrible.
The other thing is like, especially in the summer, you have to be much better about drinking on your off days, drinking just tons and tons of water.
Yeah.
So in this, I for some reason when I was going into an office, I was like so much better at it. And I think it's because it was an excuse. Like I'd go fill up my water and then do a lap around the building and chit chat and all that. And working from home, it's really hard for me. And it was nice when I went through that, I don't know, 4-week period where everyone was tagging me in their water and then I was tagging them back. And then I just kind of stopped. So I need to get back on my
Yes.
water train.
I feel like we all kind of quit tagging each other. Should we all
Yeah.
go back to tagging each other? Water bullies, unite.
Mm-hmm. Tom drinks a ton of water. Like Tom gets these big, giant glasses of
I
water
do.
like every evening.
That's
It
good.
also helps me to not just eat junk.
Yeah, I do that too. Yeah.
Again, part of my problem is I just took 1 sip of water and I can't drink more than that because otherwise I'm going to have to pee 1,700 times tonight.
Oh, yeah. It was like when I bought that huge and I had a goal of drinking, I forget what it was. It was like a half gallon of water
Oh, yes.
a day. And I had to physically stop because I couldn't get anything done because I was peeing so often. I was peeing at least
Drinking
4
water
times an
and peeing
hour.
all
I
day.
was.
After 7 p.m., for real, after 7 p.m., I have to be careful how much water I take in. Otherwise, I'm going to have to pee more than
It's so
twice
bad.
in a night.
It's so
And
bad.
I just want to go to sleep. I just want
Yeah.
to sleep. I don't want to have to pee. I want to sleep.
Oh, God. I have no time for drama because you're just peeing the whole time. Just.
True story.
Oh, goodness. All right. Other tips: be patient. Give yourself 8 to 14 days to acclimate to hot weather, gradually increasing the length and intensity of your training.
I feel like
My
we
watch-
didn't get. I feel like we didn't get that. I feel like it just became
It's
really
true.
hot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
true. It is true. My watch keeps telling me I'm 100% heat acclimated, and I think my watch has issues.
Yeah. My fancy watch keeps telling me stuff. I'm not used to having a watch like this that pops
Oh.
up with like tips and this is how you should be
Yeah.
feeling today. I just haven't gotten used to it. So start slow. Don't go out there for long periods of time. I mean, that's even what I was telling you, Tom, because he's switching his interval. So I
Oh,
told
yeah.
him, I was like, don't go out and do your 5-mile run at the interval you're switching to. Do your shorter runs during the week at the interval, or on that long run on Saturday, do the interval for X amount of miles, 1 mile, and then the rest of them flip flop the interval, just to
Yeah.
get used to it. You don't have to do everything all at once. Seek grass and shade. It's hotter in cities than the surrounding areas because asphalt and concrete retain heat.
Yep.
Mm.
So
I will
that's you guys on the
say-
trail.
The thing that is really nice about our town is that for some reason
There's a lot of trees.
they care about their trees in this town. Like I really think that there's like laws and rules about like what trees are allowed to be cut down in this town, because every street has like these old historic like 500-year-old trees on them.
They're
So,
all
like,
like
they're,
giant,
giant
pretty.
trees.
Yeah,
So it's really nice,
but it gives you a
because
ton of shade.
it gives you like they're
Yeah.
so tall that they like almost like, I don't know, arch the whole street because they're
Oh,
on
wow.
both sides. That like a lot of the streets are like super shaded if
Oh,
you go
that's
to the
really
right
nice.
parts of town, and you can tell when you leave the town because the second you cross over the border, you're like, there's no trees. It's
Mhm.
like really bizarre.
Well, and that's got to be nice because it's not like you're running deep into the woods. Like when we do some of our runs here, they run in trails that go back into the woods. And sometimes it's just way hotter because there's no air getting back there. so you don't have a breeze at all. And you're like, God, it feels just sticky back here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else is on the list. All right. Runner's World's next tip is to check the breeze. Yeah, thank you. It's cooler when it's breezy outside. Like,
But also, how do you if you check it and it's not breezy? Do you go? I guess I won't run.
It's
I'm
like-
not going.
it says running into the wind has a cooling effect.
That it
Thanks.
does.
Science.
Running
Thanks,
with it makes
science.
you not feel it. Yeah.
Also, find the sprinklers.
Yes.
Yeah, sprinklers.
Find the streets that have the sprinklers, guys.
It is funny for that Annapolis 10 miler, which Tom signed up
Oh
for.
my God.
All the
Mhm.
neighbors actually put sprinklers close to the road so
cool.
that the runners can run through them, which is really nice.
Oh, see? Yeah.
Yep. Head out or early or late. Or if you're Michael, go in the middle of the
True.
day. Just the hot. There's a guy in our neighborhood, the hottest part of the day. And I think he purposely goes out on the hottest part of the day because sometimes it'll be noon and sometimes it'll be 3 p.m.
Michael
and
says it makes
he's
him
just
feel like
always
he's
out there.
working harder.
Uh,
Because you are.
See,
true.
That's
It
why I
doesn't
feel
make
like
you
it.
feel that way. You are
Yep.
working harder. Yes.
And then slow down. Every 5-degree rise in temperature above 60 degrees can slow your pace by as much
Yeah.
as 20 to 30 seconds
See, I told
per
you
mile.
there's a chart.
So
Yeah.
don't fight it.
I've
just
definitely
slow
worked
down.
in a lot more walking this summer.
Well, that's because we are streaking and we just
Yeah.
decided we were gonna, in order to keep that, we were gonna have
Yeah,
to
but I mean,
walk
even
it.
on normal days, I've worked in a lot more just to. I think it just is smarter.
I haven't fully embraced running outside. I'm doing Wednesdays and Saturdays outside, and that's about it. And then I'm doing Orange Theory as much as possible until I get into full dopey. And I don't know if I told you guys, I signed up for Marathon
Oh,
Month. So they're
okay.
finally bringing back Marathon Month in Orange Theory.
Oh,
But I signed up for the Ultra. So I have to do 31.2 miles.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a lot of classes.
So I'm going to have to go a lot.
Yeah, especially because you only get
And that'll be in August.
2-ish miles
And
a class, right?
Yeah, sometimes I only get, today I only got 1.2 miles.
Oh yeah,
So-
because if it's a
Yeah,
type
run
of
to row,
class,
then you're really getting
Yeah, it was a run to row or stuff like that. So
Wow.
hopefully I get it. I average 26 miles per month. So, and then I'm dropping back. So we'll see. So I'm probably not going to be running in the heat as much as some people out there. So Godspeed.
So do we have anything? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I mean, all this to say that running sucks, right? I mean, that's what our next feedback bit is gonna be about. So be on
Just
the
in
lookout
time for
Yeah.
dopey training.
Yeah,
to
we were-
really kick
We were
off.
kind of talking about summer training and how much it kind of sucks and why do we do it. And I thought that'd be a really fun one for some feedback. So, you're in the thick of summer training and you're out there and you're like, God, this sucks. We want to know what motivates you and what keeps you going and why do we keep doing this thing that we call running, even though we complain about it all the time? So,
That's a good question.
I know. Be on the lookout for some Instagram stories and a post, and let us know why you guys keep running.
Okay. Do we want to wrap up with something good?
Yeah,
Sure. Michael stole my something good,
I did.
and my something
Oh.
good is farts. Apparently, which
So
I'm not gonna lie.
It's weird that you would write that.
Sometimes
Very
can be pretty
strange.
good.
Very strange. Well, my something good is something we're revisiting, which is not revisit. It's a new season of Agatha Raisin. Came out a long time
So
ago in the UK. We finally got to it.
It's
The
on
first-
Acorn TV.
Yeah, the first episode we didn't love. It was a Christmas special, but I think it was hampered by heavy COVID restrictions.
There was no one in the background
because there was nobody in the episode.
There's
but
no
the,
extras.
Yeah.
You're just sort of like, what's happening
I
here?
feel like it was it was created at that time, or that episode was done at the time when.
I think it was like a Christmas special.
Yeah, so it was probably done last fall.
Yeah.
So, but no, the season has gotten very fun after that, and glad it's back. It's super funny.
What is Acorn TV?
I don't know. It's
one
like,
of those
you can
networks.
subscribe
A lot
to
of
it
British
on
shows.
Apple TV Plus.
Hmm.
Like when you go into Apple TV Plus, it like gives you subscription options. Like you could subscribe to HBO Max through Apple TV Plus. You could subscribe
gotcha.
Yeah.
to Showtime through
Epix
Apple
or
TV
whatever,
Plus.
Yeah.
Any of those. So it's just another subscription based thing, but it's like a lot of the British shows. So like, what was what's the David Tennant show?
Deadwater Fell.
Yeah, like shows that are like, what's his other one?
There was a couple.
really big one.
Broadchurch.
Oh yeah, like those.
Broadchurch.
Those are
Yeah.
the kind of shows that like it's all the British like. So we've watched a bunch. That's how we watch a lot of the British detective shows is Acorn and BritBox.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
my something good is, I guess this will come out on Monday. So this past weekend, me and Diana went to a concert with two of our friends. We went to see Fish at Merriweather.
I'm so scared.
To be
Scared?
honest, I don't know much of their music at all. I know it's very Dave Matthews-y. It's all jam bandy.
No,
Yeah,
I
it's
think
jam.
it's way different
I
than
think
Dave
it's
Matthews.
way jam bandier than
I don't
Dave
think.
Matthews.
I don't
yeah.
know. I can't name a Fish song.
I knew one of them, and then I was listening to it, and I didn't recognize it at all. So I am a fan of concerts with friends.
There you
so
go. It'll be fun regardless.
That's it. Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm
probably be a
excited
lot
for
of,
the people we're going with.
A lot of shrooms probably there.
Oh yeah.
The people watching should be very
It
interesting.
People watching should
pretty
be good.
amazing. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
go ahead. I was gonna say I remember what my something good was supposed to be. That was not farts.
Oh, what was it?
It's a show that I've been watching while I'm on the treadmill. It's a Hulu show. It's also on Disney Plus. I don't know why it's on both, but it's on both. Called Love Victor. It's the show that is the follow up to Love Simon.
Yep.
It's has 3 seasons. It just had its series finale, which I haven't gotten to yet because I'm in season 3. I'm going to be really sad when it's over because it's a quick hitter. It's like it's very akin to the Mindy Kaling show that I'm blanking on the name of that had its trailer.
Never Have I Ever.
Never Have I Ever. It's like a high school fun little drama.
I love it.
And I think you would love it. Actually, Diana, I think it's very in your wheelhouse if you like Never Have I Ever. And actually the main character of this show was just cast in Never Have I Ever season 4. But I think it's a show you would really like. It's on Hulu and it's just a teen feel good drama. And
good.
I'll never grow up and get tired of them.
Okay.
I'm always looking for something to watch sans Tom.
Yeah, I feel like this would be a good one for you.
She's getting DMs from random rafts, and then she's trying to. I'm just saying.
Slide into other people's DMs.
When something bad happens, and you're like, man, there was no notice that we're gonna have to go to the tape.
Oh God.
Anyhow,
Speaking of sliding into DMs, my something good is She and Him came out with a new album, Melt Away, and it's a cover of Brian Wilson songs, and it's so great.
Ooh.
And Tom actually surprised me and got it on vinyl for me, which is incredible. But I've been listening to it on
Fancy.
Spotify nonstop and DMing with Jamie Hill about it
Oh.
because he's a
yeah.
huge Beach Boys fan.
Watch out for him.
So, it was
Watch
so
out.
funny the day it got released. He was sending me, and Tom surprised me with the vinyl, but he had pre-ordered the vinyl and was sending me like shipping notifications. He's like, "It's almost here." It was really cute. So it's so great, and it's great because he does, a lot of the Beach Boys covers, but then he does some Brian Wilson deep cuts. So yeah,
Cool.
we love She and Him. They're so
That's
great.
Zoe Deschanel, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We're actually seeing them the Friday night before we drive up for Bird in Hand.
Mm. Nice. Oh, did you guys commit to Bird in Hand?
I think we're pretty much committed to Bird in Hand.
I mean,
We haven't not.
I'm
not
hearing
committed.
about the commitment for the first time, but we've never really said we
You
weren't
see?
going to do it.
You see how that feels?
Oh, stop it.
You see? You see how irritating that is?
It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, Bird in Hand will be fun.
Oh man.
Yeah, but we've been talking about doing it for a few months, and we just need to kind of pull the trigger and actually register.
Yeah.
So we haven't registered yet, but
So that brings us to the end.
Wah, wah.
Thank you everyone for listening. Please continue to share the show, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Interact with us on social media.
Slide into DMs.
Let us know what you're running for.
slide into Diana's
Slide
DMs.
into Diana's DMs. And I'll leave you with 2 quotes. The first by
guys,
Yogi.
he doesn't have his phone on him either. He's
Whoa.
going off the cuff on this one.
The first is by Yogi Berra.
I thought it would have been fun if you had my phone and you were reading somebody's DM.
There's just so many. So the first is from Yogi Berra, who says, "It's not the heat, it's the humility." I don't really know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
The second is a very old saying: "If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen." Do you know who said that? Do you know who that's credited to?
No.
I'm gonna say
Julia
Chef
Childs.
Chef Boyardee.
Chef Boyardee? Oh, he was real though, wasn't he?
If you can't stand the heat, stay out of the kitchen is
Out the
attributed to Harry S. Truman.
Makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, the kind of saying.
Which I don't know. I just read it off the internet, so someone fact
Must
check
be
me.
true.
It's definitely true. We're going with true on that one.
Oh gosh.
It's
All
like
right.
my trivia.
Well, everybody stay hydrated, get your runs in, and we will talk later.
Bye.
Bye.